Did you know that over 90% of businesses experience at least one cyberattack every year? Don't let yourself become a victim. This video will show you the most common cybersecurity threats and how to protect yourself. We live in an era where data flows more freely than water. Every click, search, upload, and swipe contributes to a vast ocean of personal information. Our digital footprints are everywhere, from our banking activities and social media posts to the apps that track our health and habits. While technology brings unprecedented convenience, it also opens the door to an alarming number of cybersecurity threats. The digital world is like a modern Wild West, and cybercriminals are the outlaws constantly seeking their next victim. Cybersecurity threats aren't limited to giant corporations or government entities. Ordinary individuals are now prime targets. Cybercriminals understand that individuals often lack strong digital defenses. They exploit this vulnerability to steal identities, gain access to bank accounts, blackmail users, or simply cause chaos. Whether you're a teenager on Instagram, a freelancer managing your business from a laptop, or retiree checking emails, you're at risk. The most dangerous thing: many people don't even realize they've been hacked until the damage is done. A subtle change in your bank balance, unfamiliar logins to your email, or a new device accessing your Netflix account might be the only signs of intrusion. That's why it's more important than ever to understand the landscape of cyber threats and how to defend yourself against them. The first step to protecting your data is knowing what you're up against. Here are the 5 most common and dangerous cybersecurity threats you need to be aware of. Phishing attacks. Phishing is one of the oldest tricks in the cybercriminals' playbook, and it's still wildly effective. It typically involves emails, messages, or pop-ups that appear legitimate but are actually malicious. They may trick you into clicking a link, downloading a file, or entering sensitive information, like your passwords or credit card details. Imagine receiving an email from your bank claiming there's an issue with your account. You panic, click the link, and enter your login details. Unbeknownst to you, you've just handed over your credentials to a hacker. These attacks are getting more sophisticated every day, often using logos, names, and writing styles that mimic real companies. Malware and ransomware. Malware is malicious software designed to harm, exploit, or otherwise compromise your device or network. Ransomware, a particularly nasty form of malware, encrypts your data and demands payment for its release. Businesses and individuals alike fall victim to these attacks, often forced to choose between paying the ransom or losing critical data. In 2021 alone, global ransomware attacks cost billions of dollars in damages, and the scariest part: even if you pay, there's no guarantee your files will be restored. Data breaches. You might think, I use strong passwords, I'm safe. But what if the site you trusted with your information gets hacked? This is the essence of a data breach. From Facebook to Yahoo, some of the world's biggest platforms have suffered breaches, exposing millions of users' information to cybercriminals. Even your seemingly harmless email address or birthday can be a goldmine for hackers when combined with other leaked data. The more data available on you, the easier it becomes for hackers to impersonate you or access more sensitive systems. Weak passwords and credential stuffing. One of the easiest ways for hackers to break into accounts is by using stolen credentials. When a website is breached, hackers often try those usernames and passwords on other sites, hoping you've reused them. This technique is called credential stuffing. Using 123,456 or your pet's name as a password may seem convenient, but it's practically an open invitation for hackers. Public Wi-Fi. Tax-free Wi-Fi is convenient, but it's also dangerous. Hackers can set up fake Wi-Fi networks in public places like cafes, airports, and hotels. Once you connect, they can monitor everything you do online, steal your passwords, and inject malware into your device. Now that you understand the threats, it's time to armor up. Here are essential steps you can take to protect your data and online identity. Use strong, unique passwords. Always use a complex mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Avoid using the same password across multiple sites. Consider using a password manager like Bitwarden or 1Password to keep track of your credentials safely. Enable two-factor authentication to FA whenever possible. Turn on two-factor authentication. It adds an extra layer of security by requiring not just a password but also a code sent to your phone or email. Even if a hacker steals your password, they won't get far without your second device. Keep software and devices updated. Updates aren't just about new features, they often contain critical security patches. Always update your operating system, apps, antivirus software, and browser as soon as updates are available. Be cautious with emails and links. If an email looks suspicious, it probably is. Don't click on links from unknown senders. Hover over the link to see where it really leads. Look out for poor grammar, mismatched URLs, or urgent-sounding messages that pressure you into acting quickly. Avoid public Wi-Fi or use a VPN. If you must use public Wi-Fi, avoid logging into sensitive accounts like banking or email. Better yet, use a virtual private network VPN to encrypt your connection and hide your data from prying eyes. Back up your data regularly. Always keep backup copies of important files on an external hard drive or a cloud-based backup service. If ransomware strikes, you won't have to pay to retrieve your data. Monitor your accounts regularly. Check your bank statements, email login history, and social media settings. Set up alerts for suspicious activities and act immediately if something seems off.